What's up, concert addicts? Johnny Kinsvater here with Concert Addiction, with some very shitty tour news to talk about, and that would be that Lindsey Buckingham had to have some emergency open heart surgery, which then left some damage to his vocal cords, and that poor fucking guy just can't seem to catch a break. I'll talk about it after I read the statement, but we still don't really know. It seemed like he might have been shafted a little bit with the whole Fleetwood Mac thing. Might have been personal choice. We don't really know. Either way, that was obviously a huge hit to him and a huge bummer. And now he had to have open heart surgery, and it fucked up his vocal cords too. Poor fucking guy. Like I said, I'll just read the statement right off the top before I add any of my opinions or speculation or any of that jazz. Lindsey Buckingham, this was a statement posted on his official social media accounts from Kirsten Buckingham. It says, "I am sad to say that late last week, Lindsey underwent emergency open heart surgery. He is now recuperating at home, and each day he is stronger than the last. While he and his heart are doing well, the surgery resulted in vocal cord damage. While it is unclear if this damage is permanent, we are hopeful it is not. The past year has been very stressful and very difficult year for our family, to say the least. But despite all this, our gratitude for life trumps all obstacles we have faced at this moment. We feel so fortunate he's alive, as does he. He looks forward to recovery and putting this behind him. Needless to say, all touring and shows currently scheduled have been put on pause for the moment as he gathers the strength to heal completely. Our family thought it was important to share what's happening with Lindsey, with hope that inspires someone else to seek preventative care. Lindsey's family has a history of heart issues, having lost both his father at 56 and his brother at 46 to heart-related illness. If anyone is experiencing even the mildest forms of symptoms, we encourage you to seek the care of a physician. We are so thankful for the kind and generous love given by people surrounding Lindsey, me, and our kids throughout this emotional time. We can't thank you enough for all you did for our family. We will never forget you. XO, Kristen Buckingham." Fuck, man. It's just reading that, it really sucks. And so there's a couple things to dissect here. I guess we'll start with the reason why I'm talking about it, concert addiction. This is obviously going to affect his tours. Like it says, it's all been put on pause at the moment. Now, I read that as thinking that all these shows will probably be postponed, but that's only if the vocal cord damage is not permanent, and that's what we all have to hope for right now. Because, it's definitely going to put him at a halt if he can't sing, although he could still figure out how to put on a pretty amazing performance with his other musical skills, because he's one of the most legendary and iconic musicians of all time. I believe he's on my guitar poster over there that has, all the best ones and things like that. And he has had success since leaving Fleetwood Mac, touring solo. Even before he left, he would do these solo appearances, and people loved him. So hopefully all that doesn't have to stop now, and hopefully we can just postpone these dates. The other part of that statement I want to dissect is the fact that they took this time to kind of make a PSA out of the whole situation, because it's important shit that a lot of people let slide. They don't really... people tend to think they're indestructible, and I could see how a big superstar musician who's been legendary forever probably thought that he would be okay too, and don't exactly know what happened here, but if he had to have open heart surgery, it's fair to assume that he probably almost died. If it was bad enough that they had to do an emergency open heart surgery, he was probably knocking on death's door, so it's good that that didn't happen. Otherwise, I'd be making a very different video right now, and I'd probably be crying because I grew up on Fleetwood Mac. It's just been one of my favorite groups for a long time, and like I said, even though he's no longer with them, he's still touring by himself, and so if we would have lost him, it would have definitely been a big hit to the active live music community. Like I said, even though he's not a part of Fleetwood Mac's live performances anymore, he's on their whole catalog for the most part, and he still tours quite frequently by himself and has a huge tour presence. And I guess the other thing that I want to mention here, which I do find a little interesting, and I'm guilty of it too on the Concert Addiction Facebook page when we shared this news, we also emphasized the vocal cord thing, but I think that's a little strange. Every single story, whether it was from Ultimate Classic Rock or Loudwire or the Rolling Stone, every single story, every single headline was Lindsey Buckingham suffers vocal cord damage, afterthought, during open heart surgery. Shouldn't the open heart surgery be the be the big news there. The fact that one of the greatest musicians ever had to have a fucking heart surgery. You'd think that people would care more about that, not just the fact that, oh, we might not be able to see him perform again. I just don't understand why that was the angle that everyone went with. You would have thought that the fact that he had these complications should have been the news itself, and then a side note, he suffered vocal cord damage. But I guess him having to call off his tour and things like that, that explains it. But I feel like without the vocal cord damage, even if he didn't have that, with open heart surgery, he probably would be off the road for a little bit recovering anyways. So I just find it interesting why that was the angle that all these sites decided to run with. That was the story. The fact that he damaged his vocal cords. It wasn't that he had heart surgery. It was the fact, and had something happen to where he required this. It's the fact that his vocal cords are now damaged. That's interesting to me, and I haven't really figured out why. Besides, like I said, obviously that's what is it might be what's affecting his career from here on out, and so maybe that's why that's news. But I don't know. I thought it was weird. I hope Lindsey Buckingham gets better, and I hope that I have a chance to see him one of these days. Hopefully he can fully recover from this. I'm sending my best wishes and prayers that way. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like it if you liked it and subscribe to the channel. Also check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/concertaddiction, and my website, concertaddiction.com. And never miss anything going on in the world of live music. Thanks for watching this video. Best wishes to Lindsey Buckingham, and until next time.